Oh, here we go. We are live. All right, this is Justin. It is Saturday morning, and it's about 7:15. Just going on a walk and talk this morning, getting some of the ideas rattling around inside the head, outside the head. Here's an important one for me. Something I've been working on for a while, which I really feel good about where it's going to, is the creating workflows directly with my voice. So one of the things I've been doing for a couple years now is like a top 20 list. Like if I've got a goal that I want to be able to create, I was like, all right, it's this day somewhere in the future. It's December 31st, 2024, and I achieved this goal, right? Like I have, you know, a I have my walking and talking is systemized, and I feel like I can just go and actually create, and the systems take care of everything else. Whatever it is, a goal like that. And then I was like, here's the 20 things that I did on August 17th, 2024, which I'm capturing these, or here's the possibilities. One is just, doing live streams. And then number two is creating workflow setups, right? So you do a whole bunch of different things and you select one of the responses, and then you go to work on it immediately. And so one of the things I created yesterday was I've done these top 20 lists as written, and they're great when you do it as written. It's actually one of the best ways to get them set up is, a handwritten list and then be able to select it, but you don't have the work that's digital and requires you to sit down with a notebook to be able to make it happen. So yesterday, what I did was I created one of the top 20 lists. I created it in Carbon Voice as I was starting off the morning, and then I moved the transcript of that over into ChatGPT, and I also created via audio, like, hey, here's what I want you to actually do with it, right? I want you to take this transcript, I want you to separate out, here's the question or the goal that we're trying to achieve, here's the top 20 items, and then I'm going to select one and then come up with a plan to actually go to work on that thing. And I was like, I described those instructions pretty similar to how I just did right there. And then I can look at it like how it's the one thing that I could do such that everything else is easier and not necessary, or what questions should I be asking of this? What other questions should I be asking of this list? And setting up a whole different piece. But the nice thing is all this got accomplished with a couple copy and paste during a walk and talk. And so with my goal of being able to do most work hands-free without actually sitting down in front of a computer, we start getting closer and closer to that through conversations. And then the other thing that pops up is we start to get access to more of what we didn't know, and starts to become an idea machine for some of the other ideas and other things that we want to create and build. So the act of the walking and talking becomes powerful, right? Like becomes powerful, and then being able to do something within the back end and have it, served up to our future selves becomes even a little bit, a lot more powerful. So if you're interested in kind of the logistics and the specifics of how I do this, can create. It's pretty simple. Can create, a couple of messages. But what I've created inside of Carbon Voice right now is I've created two folders. One is like for the top 20 list, and I'm recording the top 20 list, and then number two is for the instructions. And I realize there's probably a way to even automate getting that stuff into to ChatGPT, so it can get loaded specifically. Like here's the instructions, and then here's the content of what we want to actually do with these contents, and then here's what the instructions tell you what we want to actually get created with it on the back end. So that's super exciting for me to be able to uh, get more and more accomplished during the walk and talks, and more that's actually useful for, that's more and more that's useful for our lives, and more and more that we can, to mess around with and work with. And so I'm excited about this. What I will do with this live stream afterwards, obviously this live stream is getting posted on social. It's, one of my morning routine goals is to create a LinkedIn post every single day. That achieves this purpose. But what we'll also do is I'll pull this link from here. I'll get the transcript of everything that we talked about and see what other workflows can potentially emerge from, what got created here. The second thing is figure out what questions we want to get answered, throw it through Opus Clips so we can actually start creating some more mini clips based on what got more mini clips based on what got created here, and then continue to go to work with a continue to go to work with a and I got a good idea there that I just thought about. Continue to go to work with a putting out this stuff in a way where it can have some impact on me in the future and have an impact on other people in the future. But it all starts with just going on a walk and recording. I've got the neck desk on right now, which is why you got the weird camera angle with the stuff that we're working on. And then this allows us to become an idea machine, but it also, more important, allows some sort of filtering and some sort of separation for the ideas that so they can some sort of filtering for the ideas so they can the ones that are most valuable can get surfaced to the top of the heap, or we can start doing some more work on some of those things and really start kicking off some meaningful workflows. I'm also thinking about messing around, going back to the second brain, the second brain, because this is the closest proximity to what's actually happening in the brain in the moment, and then from there starting to structure some specific projects or structure some specific projects, or structure some new ways of being able to surface insights from the knowledge new ways of surfacing insights from the knowledge that's getting created, which leads me to believe that maybe it is a decent idea to go to the maybe it is a decent idea to go to the Second Brain Summit, make that decision just to kind of see how people are organizing their second brains, and how they're creating new insights, right? Because I do think that is probably one of the better ways to surface some of the newer ideas. And what else do I want to say about that? That was it. So continue to go on the walks, probably continue to capture the workflows that we already have, get those documented, right? And get, and seeing, I'm just actually thinking about it when we're looking at how do we start to create a end-to-end experience that is, how do you create an end-to-end experience that is amazing and that is meaningful? And it starts with what's the current experience, right? What's the current experience for people, and then what does a future experience look like? And then just creating a single map that goes, kind of works through the workflow, and like where we want to get to be kind of more empowered with the workflows, and more empowered with our workflow. So more and more can get done via voice conversations. More and more, I realize Loom videos create SOP. I'm just like working through some of the brainstorming here. Loom videos create SOPs, which are, which we can kind of describe some of the processes in some of those videos, and then get those, use those SOPs to, also to start to kick off some of the workflows, right? So the workflows can get created in multiple different places. That's the other piece that's very nice here, right? It can get, we're not capturing this one here. That's right. Workflows can get created in multiple different places, and then they can get used in multiple different ways, right? So we can spin up a whole bunch and test out a whole bunch very quickly. And I think it's the process of testing out workflows is what's going to actually surface the best results on the back end, right? And we just, it's not the first one that we create that's going to make the biggest difference, but it's the inside the volume of creating a whole bunch, we'll be able to have something potentially extraordinary happen on the back end. So thanks anybody who is listening to this live or thinking or watching the recording afterwards. Yeah, anybody who's listening live or recording on the afterwards. I do appreciate you. I do appreciate listening in. Please feel free to engage in any way that is as meaningful or useful, and have an amazing day.